Here's a cop caller on our police asking questions. He says, neighbor knows I am calling the police.
Yeah, probably.
Paranoid much?
No, but most likely, if you judging the type of person who calls the police on their neighbor all the time, do you know what I mean? Like, you know which neighbor it is. You know who's doing it.
My parents call the police on me and my brother and our friends all the fucking time. We'd be outside dicking around, and they'd be like, I'm calling the police. And then the police would show up, and they'd be like, we heard you guys are out here making a bunch of noise and stuff. Mm-hmm. And then we get in, and my parents would be like, we called them, motherfucker. And it's just like, why did you do that?
That's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy. You should not call. My neighbor used to call the cops on us when we were kids all the time. He was like this old Dutch guy, and he called the cops constantly. We did a thing where we jumped off our like carport roof onto like, we brought out mattresses and stuff, and we would just do silly stuff like that. But this is the worst thing he ever did. My dog was left outside for 3 hours one time and barked. And this fucking old Dutch piece of shit, Joseph, who's thankfully long expired now, called the fucking SPCA on my fucking dog. Like a neighbor of so many years called the SPCA because the dog was barking for, I'm not exact, only 3 hours. That was the exact period of time. Fucking
you're lucky you didn't live in America, because they would have called the cops, and the cops would have just came and shot your dog.
Yeah, they love shooting dogs.
Yeah, they
would have just came and shot your dog.
My dog was a German Shepherd, though. I feel like it might have not gotten shot just because German Shepherd is very much beloved.
They especially shoot German Shepherds because they know that German Shepherds are weapons.
Oh yeah, fuck, they would have fucking killed him.
They're super killing the German Shepherd. Do you think that lady was just like in her window with like her like phone out and just?
Well, there's
a big finger press, and they're like, "Oh shit, she only did 3 buttons. She only hit 3 buttons."
Yeah,
she's calling the cops. That's what she's doing.
Well, I have a neighbor that will party until 4 a.m. with loud music and reverberating bass. He often parties all night, not to mention doing other various inconsiderate things like parking his truck in the road horizontally so no one can get through. Every time I call it,
that's actually fucked up. Like, this person sounds like a fucking menace.
You just call the tow truck. You don't need to call the cop.
You don't even need to. You can have something towed if it's blocking the flow of traffic like that. You're not allowed to park your car.
Here's where I think our narrator becomes unreliable. Every time I call the police, they stop what they're doing shortly after my phone call ends. It's as if they can hear what I'm saying, or they have a police scanner on. Makes me look bad when the police arrive.
I see. So the theory is that he is listening in on those calls, and he knows that it's happening.
I love partying at 4 a.m. and then but turning the music down every 30 seconds to check the police scanner.
Yeah. I didn't even consider that the police scanner could not be heard over the noise. I love it. Yeah. Well, she goes, when the police leave, he will continue whatever he was doing before. What can I do?
I mean, maybe he might have seen the like flashing lights pull up on his street. You could talk to the cops and teach them, a little thing about discretion.
Yeah, you could tell him, hey, can you bring an unmarked vehicle and use a little discretion when you come? This guy's very crafty.
Can you send a woman who looks like a paid dancer to the front door? Can you send an officer who looks like a paid dancer to the front door? Yeah.
Can you tell her to make a lot of sexually suggestive statements in the beginning, but then at the end of it, not dance at all and actually arrest him and take him to jail?
Yeah.